final half is coming up. It's Vitality and Navi. 12-3 in favor of Vitality on the first half of Nuke. And that is just way too much. Navi went missing in a big way. Perfecto and Simple trying a lot, to, especially towards the end of the half there, to get them back. They won a couple of rounds towards the end, but it's just nowhere near enough. It's so hard to imagine this could be a comeback. They're going to have to win the pistol round at the very least, and, I mean, we're all very skeptical at this point in time, but let's see what they bring. Misuta going to be jumping over the roof on Mini, and did spot out a player, hoping to get a quick shot. They're going to be just exploding out in the yard. Electronic with a good kill, but they'll get a return. A second one comes through. Oh, he's lining them up nicely. Hasn't even reloaded yet. He wants the quad. It'll be Flamey to help him out with a little bit, but there it is. That is so well done.
If one thing is going to power this comeback from Navi, it's going to be Electronic outside. If he can continue to have those kind of performances where he shuts them down time and time again, influences Vitality away from that outer yard, then Navi's defense can really have a chance to fire up and get rolling. That's a good pistol round. Scout on Simple, 2 SMGs, a FAMAS, and an M4. Up against unarmored pistols for the Vitality side.
So no real threat in this round. Could be a chance for Navi to enjoy just a little bit of a victory here. They ended the first half winning 2 in a row. They could be starting this one winning another 2 in a row here, and that's something. Even if it's against pistols.
Especially when you only got. Yeah, well, I mean, when you get 3 rounds in the first half, like anything is going to make you feel a little bit better. Even just starting 2-0 in the second half. Shock's way back, a good old French timeout, we'll call them, as they will talk things over in a round of saving Glocks and make sure they're all on the same page heading into the gun rounds, make sure they're all focused, make sure there's no slippage in this 12-4 lead.
Maybe they are having sort of a theoretical discussion, like, guys, if we wanted to try and lose this, what would be the best way to do it?
Oh, come on, at least do a French accent.
Listen, I would, but...
Give us a French accent, Anders.
No, I can't. I wouldn't dare. You know, it's It's too risky. Could be used against me later on, Jason. I'm working with Maniac. He's right out back. He's French for all intents and purposes. Might as well be. Boomich with a...
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Listen, he's been hanging around French Counter-Strike for too long. Can't escape now.
Yeah, he's trapped. He's got no other options. We've really picked on Maniac quite a bit today.
I know.
I mean, not bad. But just, an observation mostly.
Just pointing it out, keeping it. I think it's funny by now. I enjoy it. The anti-maniac strategy has been working pretty well. Ooh, but Simple, not bad. Taking down RPK early on. Oh, and he's going to be running in, executing one player out in the open is Perfecto and Electronic, and they could be in a lot of trouble, and they will be. This is a power punch into the A-bomb side. The fight will continue. It may not be done. Simple's the last one left. He's got a grenade. He's going to throw it down. Oh, what a win!
They were just softened up enough, and a quad kill for Simple. And boy, did he need that nade. That was going to be a tough clutch otherwise. Vitality bunched up at the default plant spot. Otherwise, this is a great hit. Vitality do a good job of trading into position, but just enough is done between the Flames, the SMG. What a battle. Navi just 6 rounds away now, and the plant is denied, so not enough money for Vitality.
That was amazing. That's the sort of stuff that'll get you a little bit fired up. I mean, Navi need it. They need it so badly right now. So yeah, get Simple in there with the AWP. Get some double nades. Start to get Electronic fired up. These things, they all matter. Again, it's a very long road back, but if they want us to start believing in it, and if they want them, for themselves to start believing in it, then these are the elements that you need to actually incorporate.
Flamey just jiggle peeking as soon as he sees a presence, drop the smoke, some safety for himself. He can choose to fall down if you'd like, or he can play behind that smoke. This is fake utility towards the upper bomb site. He'll play behind the smoke. Oh, what a jump around the corner from Masuta. Flamey gets wrecked. No chance. He's stuck on 5 kills in this map so far, and the rest of his team is now scrambling to pick up the pieces. Back in towards control room. Double kill for Boomich. Perfecto's here to follow up. The bomb is being planted, or no. Apex got off it, and now the door can open. I think Perfecto could have stopped it, but he was worried about getting wrapped upon, and Apex in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, and that smoke is a little bit annoying to them, although when it goes away, he's still gonna have a low percentage chance of doing this. They jump right past, and with a deagle, he's gonna get 1 more kill. These are some expensive rounds for NAVI to be winning. The last one was a 1-on-2, this one a 1-on-1 at the end. They'll at least win it, but with the bomb plant, Vitality have so much money to work with, and NAVI will have to spend everything in this upcoming round.
Yeah, I don't think NAVI can afford a reset at this stage in the game yet. I don't think they have enough rounds on the board to really feel comfortable getting their economy demolished. I mean, it'll never be comfortable, right? But if you can close the gap to 10-12 and get reset there, you still feel like you're within striking distance. I think that would be a big blow to morale if NAVI have to spend 1 or 2 rounds not being able to battle and fight back. It's been 4 straight to start this second half for NAVI. And if I'm honest, I mean, even just by eye test, they're looking a little bit more tuned in than they did in the first half. They look a bit more focused.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you could tell there's a difference. I imagine they had a pretty serious conversation in the minutes between the halves here. Because the one thing is, you know, maybe losing a best of 3, but you don't want to go out in that fashion, right? You don't want to go out in a way where it just feels like, wow, we really just did nothing on most of the halves that were played in the game. That just feels unacceptable. Electronic, good damage on the side. They're going to try to see if they can explode into the bomb site. Yet again, a good trade on Perfecto, but Flamey's up here, and Boomich is doing a lot of damage, and this time they're going to get shot down with only Perfecto dropping. Good, nice defense, and suddenly it's 8-12. Still money on the Vitality side, but they're running these rounds back fairly quickly, starting the second half with a 5-round block of wins here. That's, yeah, 5 rounds in a row. That's amazing.
Yeah, that actually is pretty impressive. Well done from NAVI. Now 7 rounds stretching back to the first half, and 8 of the last 9 rounds go to NAVI as well. That's a really good hold of the upper bomb site. Vitality calling it early timeout. Again, AKs are going to be picked up. They've got plenty of cash for it. Full losing bonus is in their favor. And after these buys, they still have so much money behind it, so there's going to be buys pretty much every round. Navi's going to be in a really tough grind. This is the hardest kind of comeback to make. 16 kills on Simple. It's 18 on Perfecto, the young gun of Navi, leading the way.
Well, we did also see Vitality sort of go missing earlier, and if it happens again, who knows what is going to actually be occurring in this game. Cywu's got the kill already on Electronic, and Vent Diving is Apex. So this is so much control. It's a 4-on-5, but the fact that Apex is down there with no one else at all from the Navi side on the lower part of the map, he could spend a lot of time working this, trying to find another kill, or maybe just set up and wait for his team to show up.
I don't think they know that he's downstairs, oddly enough. Nobody is indicating that they have any idea. Like, Flamey would be in a completely different position if they knew someone was downstairs. Oh, he could get flanked, and yeah, Boomich slowly creeping in towards the vent. Apex is able to get a freebie. Again, Perfecto called upon. Oh, but he misses the first shot. It took way too long. There was a real chance, and while Simple is alive, there's still one, but Vitality send him packing. And Flamey must save this gun, and actually, I mean, I don't know. Down 4 rounds, he might try and go for this if he can find Apex. If Apex comes up the vent, this could be a real chance for Flamey.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. I mean, they don't really have the money to lose this round. They got to have to find some way to rally the team. Why not a 1-on-3? It's as good as anything else, really. Doesn't see anyone crossing, so that's incredibly unfortunate. I guess, yeah, that's what makes the choice for him. That is a little bit of bad luck.
I think I think if he was going to go for that 1 versus 3, he would have had to make his play earlier. When that much time has passed and you haven't tried to get involved in the action, that's when like alarm bells start splitting for Vitality. That's when someone is like, okay, I need to watch the flank. Apex is saying, I'm in the vents, I'll be able to peek towards Squeak Door, make sure no one's coming that direction, stay hidden from Mini. So Vitality could have had all the options to cover all the entrances for Flamey. 8 to 13, still a bit of a buffer. Navi have plenty of money to buy in the next round. I don't think Simple will be able to have the AWP, but they should have 4 rifles.
Yeah, which is, again, pretty great news. Actually, it looked like Apex was about to fail that spray shooting straight up, which, that would have been horrifying. Also, yeah, but you can fail that spray for like 3 seconds and still get the kill, right? I feel like you've got a pretty there's a lot of forgiveness in that battle. Well, here we go. First round on the board in the second half for Vitality. If they win this next one, that might be the map in a pretty quick fashion, given the state of Navi's economy. If they don't, though, I mean, it's actually going to start to get kind of interesting. We're going to have to start taking it a bit more seriously as well. If Navi get up to 9-13, yeah, this is suddenly a real game, even in spite of the odds, you'd have to say.
Yep, you're right, entirely. Smoke wall is up, 4 players going to cross. Electronic is down below. Problem with this is Boomich is going to be the next rotator, which would leave a Deagle all on his own. I almost feel like you have to leave Simple alone in ramp room so those 2 players can be dynamic. Maybe Flamey can drop down as soon as Electronic spots somebody. The real fear is that Deagle, if they ever try and reconvene back to the upper bomb site. Indication should be coming in, a jumping Electronic spots everything, but vents are open if Vitality want to utilize it.
Well, and Electronic is still down here alone. He is going to need some backup pretty soon now. There's a little bit, yeah, Flamey showing up at the ramp. That's going to help out. 38 seconds, which is going to buy them time, and they have grenades left here on the Vitality side. They can block out a lot of this. They saw Electronic earlier. They're going to grenade him and jump down on top. This is a great take. Flamey comes in with a banging triple kill, taking down almost the entire lineup, and now it's a 2-on-3. I can't believe he managed to do that. This should have been a lost round. They had every chance to do it here, Vitality, but now they've been wiped out on the site, and Navi will just come home with a round. That is amazing.
I saw the first and the third. I have no idea where Flamey got the second kill. Did he just like get someone through smoke while being fortunate? What a crazy sequence. What a potentially series-saving play from Flamey.
I agree. This is huge. Yeah, so he just continues right behind.
That's filthy.
What a fantastic play. And hey, I want to point this out. Look at the contrast here between the way that Vitality took this this bomb site with the way that Navi were doing it. Vitality went in at around 35 seconds. They had smokes to block things off. I mean, that's the whole reason why that should have never been possible for Flamey. The fact that Flamey brought them back in that round is just unbelievable. 9-13 here, 23rd round, outside and nearly catching Simple. Going to be quick down. They want to see if they can follow it up. They felt like they had that. Smoke is going to go up, but are they really going to stick? They know that's an MP9 on the other side, but they're still going to be slowing down. I thought maybe they'd just say, you know what? We could do this.
No, the smoke keeps them honest. But now the big thing is Electronic in the warehouse becomes more powerful. He becomes very important to how this round plays out because he can watch towards Mini. If Vitality want to reconvene across the map, there's no one towards window, there's no one at Heaven to be able to spot them out or take some shots away. Flamey's just rotating there now. But they probably feel very restricted in this staircase. They know an SMG. Ooh, pop flash peek as the flames disappear, and Boomich is going to go down. It's just Simple, off angle, out in the open. What a challenge, but he can't stand tall.
An RPK lurking in from the ramp now. This should be a round-winning move as well, even if a lot of damage has been dished out here to Saiwu and Masuta. Oh, Flamey coming in. He's just going to keep going. Another triple kill. Surely not. He's backed up. He knows RPK is coming and he's finally going to be dropped, but quick refrag as well. Apex is down. 30 seconds for a one-on-one. Flamey trying to pick up the entire Navi team and carry them back into this game. Back-to-back triple kills. That is just so impressive.
Oh, RPK's gonna book it for the upper bomb site. He's gonna go up Heaven. Perfecto hasn't figured it out yet, and he's just evacuated vents as well. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult. He's gotta start Figuring it out, RPK is just landing on the ground now. Plant is underway. There's the nade, and Perfecto sees everything. He knows he's been duped. What an incredible amount of responsibility on this young man's shoulders.
Yeah, he's coming out. He's out of the vents quick. All he needs is a single headshot. He's now backing up just a little bit. He's got no grenades or anything to try and make this more tricky, so now it's just a question of timing. Flip a coin for who's going to have the better angle in this one. RPK has put himself in a very, very nice position. Almost catches the timing then, but now maybe Perfecto could do it. He's got the kid. He's made the jump out, and that was the big mistake. He's going to be going down. RPK for a triple in reverse, and for everything that he did there, Flamey, it is just not enough. I'm so impressed, though. That's very hard to do what Flamey's been doing the last 2 rounds here. Oh, God, they walked into that
I mean,
shot.
this is... I mean, let's be honest, that's how almost the first sequence should have played out. Was a great triple kill from Flamey, but still so many advantages for Vitality. So you see it again. This hit from Vitality so effective that even the miracle that Flamey provides is not, you can't replicate it. Even as good as a triple kill is in that scenario, so hard to steal back-to-back rounds in that fashion.
14-9, and that does terrible things to the NAVI economy. It's technical timeout, as you could tell. But in a second, when it continues, they are not going to have really anything to work with. Oh, man. I don't know, I think we've made our opinions pretty clear about NAVI and how they go missing and how that's a problem, now and in the future. But Vitality also, with the kind of lead that they had, you'd want them to get back earlier in this game, right? It's a 12-3 first half, and they let go of a fair few rounds early on before they really start getting back into this.
Yeah, but this should be, I don't know what Navi decides to do during this tech pause. I would imagine they're thinking about it at the moment. Boomich has just come back into the server, but there's no money. Perfecto has the most cash at 3,600. Boomich and Electronic are sitting at 2K. Flamey's at 2,300. I don't know what Navi thinks they're going to be able to buy, but what a difficult decision to make at 9-14.
Yeah, truly.
They're going to force up here. So they're all in on this round. And I guess now you can have that, we can kind of, theorize about that conversation of saying, man, if Navi had just had 2 more rounds in that first half.
Yeah. Yeah, just a couple of more things going their way. Yeah, it is close. 9-14 is not such a bad scoreline, but when you have no economy, you're buying an auto shotgun and an M4 and a little bit more to try and see if you can bring this back online. If they win this round, though, yeah, there's a chance. There is a way. I can't blame them for even trying to force up into this round. I don't know what the better choice would have been.
Well, here we go. Round 24. Navi desperately needs a miracle.
Ooh, if they rush ramp against the auto shotgun.
5-round lead for Vitality. Yeah, that might be the hope, but unfortunately it's going to be the CZ. It's going to be the shotgun on top. They haven't spotted Perfecto. 1 to the face of RPK, but it's all over so quickly, so decisively. Electronic and Flamey to try and come in for a retake, but I don't even know if that's doable. They might just want to try and grab an AK-47 for the final round.
And even that doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Interesting call for Vitality rushing the A-bomb side. I think the thing that speaks in favor of it is they're not going to have all the Molotovs to slow you down. But obviously the problem is you could have an odd stack and that could really backfire. But this was definitely working well. 15-9. And now V about to need 5 or 6 rounds in a row to just bring it into overtime with absolutely zero economy as well behind it. It's just so unlikely here. What a crazy game this has been. It's very hard to sum up exactly what this has felt like throughout these 3 maps, isn't it?
I don't know. If I had to sum it up, I guess I would just say it leaves you wanting more. Like, we had one really good half out of Navi, and that's what you want more of. And it's a shame, when we got into this series, I mentioned both of these teams are kind of in the same position in my mind of like which one's going to show up. We've seen the really good and the really bad out of both of these teams throughout Blast Premier, and unfortunately today, the really good from Vitality has showed up, and the really bad from Navi has showed up, and that's just that. And this is the consequence. Overpass was a blowout. This map, despite a late, somewhat comeback, has been a blowout based off that first half from Navi. I don't know. Navi's still a really painful team to be a fan of, I would imagine. My heart goes out to all of you Navi fans. Shout out to Banks. He's probably off crying in a corner somewhere.
Very, very likely at the moment. Yeah, it's a wild roller coaster.
Let's get him back on cam. Yesterday we had him in the Navi jersey flexing after the prediction win. Let's get him today in Navi jersey, tears streaking down his face.
Sobbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you may get your wish later on. We'll have to find out. 25th round here. You see the MP9, the pistols, and it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, does it? No rush to the A bomb site this time for Vitality, instead setting up in the lobby. Sharks holding outside and making sure there are no crazy flanks coming in. And why not wait? Why not let them use whatever smokes they had early on? If they had a Molotov, that's probably going to be gone in a couple of seconds too, so while you're doing that, you could just wait and set it all up.
Utility outside. Shock, Zaiwu, and Masuta heading in that direction. Slowly but surely, the wall has plumed. There's no one watching the cross at all. The closest is Electronic and Mini. Boomich is already downstairs. Utility to the upper bomb site. RPK is dinked, but this is not the main attack. This is all a fake.
Yeah.
They're pulling Navi in different directions, and now the lower bomb site is the final target, and it's under heavy attack.
Yeah, Boomich saw it, but I'm pretty sure they saw him as well. He's alone. Just now on the ramp, Flamey, but it doesn't have the tool that he had last time to get that triple. He's going to get one anyway. Great kills here. 3-for-1 trade in favor of Navi. And now just 10 seconds. The bomb is being planted right now, but it's going to be a kill right afterwards. And they win the round. Very unlikely circumstances. A team ace coming out here for Navi to get 10 on the board.
Yeah, they got out of position just at the perfect moment. Nice recovery from Navi. Still a long way to go, but they've got to be happy about the 3 picked up AK-47s. Unfortunately, they've got another buy or two to burn through for Vitality.
Yeah, those AKs, I especially want to see, well, Flamey's got an M4 instead, but see if Flamey could save them another time. He's a bit of a hero right now. Perfecto also, obviously, honorable mentions, 22 kills. He's actually ahead of everybody in the game right now, which is even hard to believe. Now they're going to go for it. A-side attack. Flashbang early on Boomich, but he could see everything. Perfecto. Big double kill. And Vitality not doing anything at all in this round. That is a nice hold. It's going to get Navi to 11 rounds here, as they will take the final kill. A triple, a quad, in fact, on Perfecto, pushing him all the way up to 26.
Yeah, he's been a beast in this game, and that's nicely done from Navi. They don't flinch. There's an execute out of Vitality. They wait a few seconds for the counter utility to disappear, and the follow-up execute is pretty dangerous, but the first 2 kills go the way of Navi and kind of remove the teeth from that attack. 4 rounds back now. And Vitality is going to descend to Deagle and Armor on a couple players, or just Deagles on 4 players, and Apex with an AK-47. But they're a little bit low on funds. They just have more breathing room to play with. This rest of this game, 4 more rounds for Navi must be mistake-free.
Yeah, and Vitality are living in that zone where, all you're thinking is just one good opening, one little thing going our way, we could call it a day. I'm actually scared to find out what this game would feel like in overtime, because it's already been just way too crazy. It's been really hard to really comprehend what's been happening in this best of 3. If it goes into overtime, who knows? Flamey pushed off the angle, but not dead. That's really the most important thing here. Can fall back down. They've got Almost, they had 3 people down at the B-bomb site for a minute there. They were almost over-rotating. Yeah, there we go. Look at them. 3 people down there. If they get the
Apex
entry...
is gonna lead the way, though.
Yeah, he will. If they get the entry on the A-bomb site, this could be huge. They could at least get a bomb plant and maybe even do some damage. Vector, though, he's a rocket this side. Apex inside with a bit of a return. So now, bomb plant looking very possible. In fact, no one's going to be there to stop it. Simple has to wait for a couple of teammates here. 3 on 3, and this would be so crushing for Navi if they can't find a way through on this round. Apex gets a kill, taking down Electronic. All they had was the one AK-47, and it could have been enough. Flamey now trying to save his team for a 3rd time, and he gets dropped. It's 16-11, one single AK-47 and a good call into that A-bomb side, and it will be Vitality going